चिकीर्षितं स्पृशमुर्दाम्यराज्ञेन चिकीर्षितं Word for what? Narada, the great sage Narad, that upakarnya, overhearing, gyatva, and knowing, tasya, his, Dhruva Maharaj's, chikitsitam, activities, sprishtva, by touching, murdani, on the head, agagyana, which can drive away all sinful activities. Panina, by the hand. Praha, said. Vishmita, being surprised. Translation. The great sage Narad overheard this news, and understanding all the activities of Dhruva Maharaj, he was struck with wonder. He approached Dhruva, and touching the boy's head with his all virtuous hand, he spoke as follows. Purport. When Dhruva Maharaj was talking with his mother, Suniti, of all the incidents that had taken place in the palace, Narad was not present. Thus, the question may be raised, how Narad overheard all these topics? The answer is that Narad is Trikalagya. He is so powerful that he can understand the past, future, and presence of everyone's heart, just like the Supersoul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, after understanding the strong determination of Dhruva Maharaj, Narad came to help him. It may be explained in this way. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in everyone's heart, and as soon as he understands that a living entity is serious about entering devotional service, he sends his representative. In this way, Narad was sent to Dhruva Maharaj. This is explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Guru Krishna Prasadi Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. By the grace of the spiritual master and Krishna, one can enter into devotional service. Because of Dhruva Maharaj's determination, Krishna, the Supersoul, immediately sent his representative, Narad, to initiate him. Hare Krishna. So, continuing Dhruva Maharaj's story, we know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he very much loved reading these two pastimes, the life of Dhruva Maharaj and the life of Prahlad Maharaj. Mahaprabhu used to go to take darshan of Jagannath in the morning, Balya Bhog, Mangalarti. Then he used to go meet Haridas Thakur after that. And then he used to come to Gadadhar Pandit's house. Gadadhar Pandit used to stay in Todukopinath, the temple there, by walking distance, not that far. And then they both used to discuss mainly these two topics, Dhruva Maharaj and Prahlad Maharaj. So, in the purport today is very much about, Prabhupada is describing the symptoms of Narad Muni, like here, Trikalagya, and a bit about Guru Tattva, Prabhupada is talking about. So with your blessings, we'll discuss a little about that today. Actually, Jiva Goswami mentioned of all the different tattvas, the truths about devotional service. So we have like Vishnu tattva, Shakti tattva, Jeev tattva. But Jiva Goswami says these two tattvas are very difficult to understand. One is Shiv tattva, the understanding of the philosophy about Lord Shiva, and also about Guru tattva. He especially pointed these two because we know that both, in the true sense, Jiva Goswami describes these two things. Both Lord Shiva and Guru, in one sense, is not Jeev tattva and they're not Ishwar tattva also. They don't come under any of these categories. So we can't say Lord Shiva is an ordinary living entity, and he's not also Supreme Personality of Godhead either. So that's why Jiva Goswami mentioned that it's very difficult to understand this. So whatever 40 minutes, we'll try to mention a few points, discuss a few points. Okay. So we'll just discuss a few points. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kaviraj Goswami, at the start of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he gives a very elaborate description of the Guru Tattva, the symptoms of a spiritual master. And just at the very start, the first chapter of Adi Leela, so many slokas he mentions there. I'll just mention a few to discuss so we can understand a bit more. At the start, Kaviraj Goswami says, Guru Rupe Krishna hoy sastrera pramane, Guru Rupe Krishna kripan kore bhaktagane. Guru Rupe Krishna hoy sastrera pramane. According to the sastras, the Vedic literatures, the spiritual master, he is none different from Krishna. Guru Rupe Krishna hoy sastrera pramane. Guru Rupe Krishna kripa koren bhaktagane. So if Krishna is there, Gopinath's there on the altar. So why does the spiritual masters, why do they come, the acharyas, to this world? Why? They come to deliver mercy to the fallen conditioned souls. So although, so we'll discuss more about, although the spiritual masters, the acharyas, they're non-different from Krishna, but at the same time they're different. In the sense, in the particular role as an acharya, the spiritual master, they come to give mercy to the devotees, to preach about Krishna consciousness. Krishna already spoke everything in Bhagavad Gita. Mahaprabhu came again to show practically how to perform this devotional service. And Mahaprabhu being more merciful, Nityananda Prabhu being more merciful than Mahaprabhu even, and he's sending his representatives, the spiritual masters, to deliver all the conditioned souls in this world. That's why to understand Guru Tattva, we should always pray to Nityananda Prabhu, Balaram. Guru Tattva is Balaram, Nityananda Prabhu. Jive sakshat nahi tat Guru Chaitya Rupe, Shikka Guru Krishna Mahanta Swarupe. For conditioned soul, we all know, we read in Prabhupada's books and we know the philosophy that the spiritual Krishna is in our heart. But practically it's very difficult to realize that. Is it not? We know to some extent theoretically, but having deep conviction and realization, that's a different thing. Jive sakshat nahi tata Guru Chaitya Rupe. For conditioned soul is very difficult, according to Kaviraj Goswami, to understand, to realize that Chaitya Guru, Krishna, is there situated in the heart. Shikka Guru Krishna Mahanta Swarupe. So, taking a manifest form, Krishna comes before the sincere devotee, as we read in the purport, as the spiritual master. Krishna yadi kripa koren kono bhakta gune. Krishna kripa koren Krishna yadi kripa koren kono bhakta gune. Guru antaryami rupe shikaya apane. Same thing Kaviraj was coming, emphasizing time and time again in these. That's the start. To show mercy to the conditioned souls. Krishna becomes manifest before the sincere seeker. Very nicely Prabhupada puts things very simply and clearly. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is present in everyone's heart, and as soon as he understands that a living entity is serious about entering devotional service, he sends his representative. In this way, Narad was sent to Dhruva Maharaj. Then Kavira, just telling a few slokas so we get some background to this. Because, forgive me, I see wherever traveling like that, many devotees are not so clear on this particular topic. There's a lot of gray areas where, although everything very clear in Srila Prabhupada's books about this thing, but still we can just discuss a bit about this to get more clarity. Then finally, at the end of the chapter, Kaviraj Goswami is telling, Yadyapi amar Guru Chaitanya Das, tatapi amajanya tahara prakash. Prabhupada used to quote this sloka very often. Yadyapi amar Guru Chaitanya Das. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami's spiritual master is who? Anybody? Raghunath Das Goswami? He had few spiritual masters. Raghunath Das Goswami, Swarup Damodar. Also Nityananda Pr himself was Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami accepted as his spiritual master. Yadyapi amar Guru Chaitanya Das. Although I accept my spiritual master as a servant of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, tatapi tumi janiyo tahara prakash. But I know for myself, he is a manifestation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is the very, you can read that purport, what Prabhupada is telling. Very clearly, Prabhupada explains these things. So, although Kaviraj Goswami is telling, whoever it may be, Raghunath Das Goswami or Swarup Damodar or Nityananda Prabhu, whoever he's mentioning here, he says, although I accept that my great spiritual masters, servants of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but for me they are representatives of his mercy. This is the Guru Tattva. Same time as, same and different at the same time. So that is the mood disciples should always have. That's why in Mangalati every day we sing this Guru Vastakam. Even before Krishna, before Radha Gopinath, before Gaurnitai, before Jagannath, we are glorifying the spiritual masters. That's our parampara. Our Gauriya Vaishnavas are very proud in this sense. Our acharyas, our parampara. That is our strength. So, Prabhupada mentioned in this, I was just reading that purport last night. It's very nice. Prabhupada very clearly said, still, the spiritual master is a direct manifestation of the Lord. With this conviction, a disciple can advance in Krishna consciousness. Time to time, Prabhupada in Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and other places, Chaitanya Charitamrita, he gives like secret points. He said, this is the secret to success. This is the secret. So here Prabhupada is very clearly saying, if you want to advance in Krishna consciousness, how to do that? Still the spiritual master is a direct manifestation of the Lord. With this conviction, a disciple can advance in Krishna consciousness. These are all like key points in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes we do many things. We practice many devotional activities. We do a lot of service, and this is wonderful. But we always have to remember this point, that what we sing every day in Mangalati, Yasya Prasada, Bhagavat Prasada. Yasya Prasadana, Nagati Kutopi. If the Acharyas, the spiritual master is pleased, then we're on the right track. If whatever we're doing, but they are not so pleased with that, then Nagati Kutopi means? No, Nagati Kutopi means you don't have any destination. Gati, there is no destination that we have. So these are all very subtle points. Although we're singing in the morning every day, we have to remember that. We have to remember that point and do our service like that. With that mood, we do our Krishna consciousness. So like that, Prabhupada gave a very nice example about the iron rod. How to understand this in layman's term, Prabhupada gave this very simple example. If we put an iron rod in the fire, it becomes hot, more hot, red hot, burning red hot, and we can use that as fire. Very simple example Prabhupada gave. So if you put that rod on a piece of paper, it would catch fire. So in the sense, that rod has developed all the qualities of the fire. So is it as good as fire? Yes. Is that rod fire? No. That rod's still a rod. So that's why how Prabhupada gave that example. Although the pure devotees are as good as Krishna in the true sense, pure devotee of Krishna is as good as Krishna, but he's not Krishna at the same time. So how do we understand that? In Sanskrit, Prabhupada gave this title, Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. So when you say His divine grace, in English, His divine grace, I see that. In Sanskrit, it will be called Krishna Kripa Shri Murti. Krishna Kripa Shri Murti means the embodiment, the manifestation of Krishna Kripa, the mercy of Lord Krishna. So that is that. When we say Lord Krishna, the spiritual masters, the acharyas are as good as Krishna, it's in this sense. Is a manifestation of what? Is a manifestation of the mercy potency of Krishna. All of you together? The spiritual masters are the manifestation of the mercy potency of Krishna. That's at Antaranga Shakti, Hladini Shakti. The internal potency which Krishna manifests as Radharani, the counterpart of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, that mercy potency, the embodiment of that is the spiritual masters, the Acharya. In English it's very difficult to put all these terms from Sanskrit into English. I'm trying, please forgive me. I hope you all understand a little bit. So that is in the term of the sense, the manifestation. Krishna is the manifestation of the spiritual masters are the manifestation of Lord Krishna, the mercy potency of Lord Krishna. So we see that in our day-to-day lives we have many relationships, family, friends, with work or school, whatever. But the most important relation a devotee will find in their lives is with their spiritual masters, of course with the devotees. First, devotee is the spiritual master for a disciple. Sometimes we say, yes, all are devotees, yes. The spiritual master is also a devotee. You have to have a very firm relation with him. That's that personality. Not in terms of always physical, but the relation with the disciple and spiritual master is very much internal. It's a very much internal relation. And that's why Prabhupada again and again used to say, I don't feel any separation. I associated with my spiritual master only a few times, 5 or 6 times. But I never feel separation from him, because that's a spiritual relation. And as we practice, we'll realize more about this. It will become more revealed to us. So, yeah. As I mentioned that Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasada, this is very important for devotees to understand. Because, I always say that thing, if there's a train track there, and okay, somehow the train track gets a little deviated. So it's going straight with the train, and somehow it goes a little bit to this side. Slowly, and then somehow it goes off the course. So although at this point devotees should take, and this is for myself, I'm reminding myself, although we may do many things, we may do a lot of book distribution, may do a lot of prasadam distribution, may do a lot of preaching, but if we should always keep this at the back of our heads. In whatever activity we're doing, is my spiritual masters, are they pleased with me? Is this what Prabhupada wants? Because although externally we may do many activities, but the consciousness, how we maintain ourselves with that, how we carry that mood is very important. It makes hell and heaven difference. Very much makes a difference. Like just say for example, somebody is giving class here, myself. If I'm giving class for a name, for fame, to get popular, you won't know that, what's going on inside me. But Krishna's watching. Or if I'm giving class to repeat the Acharya's words for my self-purification, for their pleasure, You see the difference? You see the difference it makes? Externally it looks the same, but that mood has to be there. Whatever activities we're doing, why we're coming to Mangalati, why we're chanting japa, why we're performing all these activities, we have always should have that concept behind us. And then it will be a lot easier. Life becomes very simple then in Krishna consciousness. Like Prabhupada said, but the simple is very simple, is Krishna consciousness. But sometimes, because we make it complicated, because of our mindset especially, then it becomes a little difficult. Yeah? Prabhupada mentioned here about this. In this way, Narad Muni was sent to Dhruva Maharaj. This is explained in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhakti Lata Beach. To understand all the conclusions of Shastra, it's there in Bhagavad Gita. If you want to know more, go to Bhagavatam. And if you want to know more than that, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, PhD course. Prabhupada used to say, PhD course. So all the conclusions of Shastra is there. Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhakti Lata Beach. By the grace of the spiritual master and Krishna, one can enter into devotional service. So we see that this sloka comes in Rup Shiksha, when Mahaprabhu is giving instructions to Rupa Goswami. And then Mahaprabhu further elaborates later to Sanatana Goswami. You can read all these slokas, there's not much time. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhakti Lata Beach. Srila Prabhupada mentioned, whoever come to this Krishna consciousness, to ISKCON, they're very fortunate. It's very rare that a soul in Kali Yuga, you all going out regularly. I don't go out so much. But all of you know the situation outside. For one person to come into Prabhupada shelter, Gopinath shelter, it's very rare. Brahmanda Brahmite Kono Bhagyavana Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasadipai Bhakti Lata Beach. And for that conditioned soul to come and take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master, it's very rare. It's 1 in a million. That's why we're all very fortunate, right? So we should take this opportunity. Mahaprabhu tells later in Sanatana Shiksha, but it's basically the same the same instructions. Tate Krishna bhajan hoy Guru ra sevan, Maya jal chutte pai Shri Krishna ra charan. Sanatana Goswami is asking Mahaprabhu, how can I get free from Maya? He asks, how can a conditioned soul get free from Maya? Krishna told already in Gita, Daiviya Shagunamaya, Mama Maya Durattaya. It's very difficult. For a conditioned soul to overcome Maya is very difficult. Krishna told you, just take shelter of me. But Mahaprabhu is explaining further here. Tate Krishna bhajan hoy Guru ra seva. If you want to get free from Maya, from the net, Maya Jal, Mahaprabhu is saying, the net of Maya, the two things you must do. Tate Krishna bhajan, you perform Krishna bhajan. Tate Krishna bhajan hoy Guru ra seva, and serving the spiritual master. Now my question is to all of you, is there a difference between this? Tate Krishna bhajan hoy Guru ra seva. What if we are, just say Krishna bhajan, if we're doing japa, if we're doing puja, arati to the deities, if we're cleaning the temple, what category would you put that under? Krishna bhajan or Guru seva? Huh? Guru seva? Anybody else? What is it? Chanting, cleaning, book distribution, what is this? Is it not Krishna bhajan? Or is it not Guru Seva? Which one does it come under? The Mataji said nice. That mood should be there. Okay, I just give you a small example, so it's easy to understand. If we're on the altar, I'm not a pujari, I never got into pujari things. But I saw the pujaris, they keep a picture of their spiritual master, and before the arati, they always offer, they present the items to their spiritual master, and then they go up the parampara, and then they'll start with Radha Gopinath, etc. Why do they do that? All of you know better than me, if you're pujaris. Yeah. Yes. Very nice, very nice. Just the point Prabhu made very nicely. Actually, whatever we're doing, in the true sense, we are very far from Radha Gopinath. We are very far. You can read more about these topics. 30-40 minutes is very difficult to go in detail. For a conditioned soul, is impossible. May sound a bit strong here. For a conditioned soul, it's impossible to have a direct relation with Krishna. It's impossible. Mahaprabhu is giving proof to this. That in Sanatan Shiksha again, Maya Mukta Jeev Swata Nahi Krishna Gyan. For a conditioned soul drowning in Maya, Maya Mukta Jeev, Nahi Swata Krishna Gyan. That knowledge will never come, that he is servant of Krishna. Then Mahaprabhu said, Jivera Kripai Koila Krishna Vedpura. Then Krishna gave Shastra, gave the Acharyas. Our only relation with Krishna, although we are saying that, Jivera Swarupai Krishna Nityadas, although that's there, and it's right, we are servant of Krishna, we are eternally servant of Krishna. But how? Through the medium of the Acharyas, through the medium of the spiritual master. Mahaprabhu is giving that. You can read more about that. 22nd chapter of Madhya Lila, Sanatan Shiksha. Maya Mukta Jeev Swata Nahi Krishna Gyan. For a conditioned soul is impossible. That's why Tati Krishna Bhajan Hoy Guru Rasevan. Must serve the spiritual master. Serve the spiritual master means serve his instructions. Prabhupada emphasized that Bani Seva. Must serve the spiritual master's instruction. Satisfy those instructions. So yeah, for example, so when we're on the altar, for example, then we're serving through the parampara. Through the parampara, Krishna has to accept. If our spiritual master's Prabhupada offers that thing to Krishna, then Krishna has to accept. He's forced to accept that thing. As Prabhupada, in Radhashmi lecture one time, he said that if you want to give a flower, give it to Srimati Radharani. And Radharani will say, Krishna, this is your devotee, please accept this flower. And Krishna is forced to accept that. You must have heard that. Very famous lecture Prabhupada gave, I think in London, 69, Radhashmi. So, through the parampara, we must always serve. So, whatever we're doing, book distribution, or cleaning, or cooking, or chanting, blah, blah, whatever, but that mood should always be there. So, Prabhu mentioned about sadhana. My question to you, why are we doing sadhana? Whatever we do in life, there must be some goal or some result or some outcome. So my question to you is, why are we doing this sadhana? All of you changed all of your answers because I'm speaking on this. Whatever you have in your mind, you just tell them. Not because I am speaking on this topic. Yeah, nice. Anybody else? Nice. Very nice. Mukti, yes, very nice. Yes. Very nice. Nothing else, anybody? No. Whatever you said, right? As I understood, we are doing sadhana, we are doing seva. For what? To get mercy. We are beggars of mercy here. We need that mercy. Mercy from Krishna, from Acharyas. Prabhu mentioned about purification. It's not possible on our own to purify ourselves. It's not like we have so many anarthas from millions of lives. It's not possible. By the mercy, okay, we're chanting by the mercy of the holy name, by the mercy of Vaishnavas, by the mercy of the spiritual masters. Through that medium, we will definitely get purified. On our own, to perform sadhana in Kali Yuga is not so easy. To sit down for 2 hours and chant is not easy. Yeah? Prabhupada gave it very simple. In Kali Yuga, we cannot. Our mind is here and there, and we know ourselves. This body is the first obstacle to perform bhajan, to perform sadhana. And then the mind. It's a big burden, this body. If we look at it like on a practical point, eating, sleeping, all these things, Prabhupada said when you make this zero, and then you can go back to Godhead. Make eating, sleeping, waiting, defending zero, but bodily demands are there. Even after just sitting in Bhagavatam class, even thinking about was there for prasad today, was it dalia, was it yogurt, or like that. Very difficult. Sadhana is something, in that sense, by practice. And by practice, okay, we sit down for chanting, we get used to it, okay, 1 hour, 2 hours, that's a different thing. But to fix one's mind on Krishna is very difficult for conditions. Mahaprabhu is telling, Maya Mugdha Jivan is Swata Krishna. It's impossible. So that with that mode, as Prabhu mentioned, we discussed, we are doing, whatever we are doing, we should always remember we're doing that for mercy. Because sadhana, by sadhana, tapasya, it's impossible. But just one recommendation from the Acharyas, Krishna, please accept this guy, done. Vishwanath Chakravarti gave very nice example in one commentary in Bhagavatam. So we're making like flower garlands. I saw the Gopinath's garden is very nice here when they fold the flower petals. So just example, one rose petal. So one thing is, like just say we have like 50 rose petals, for example, we fold them. And it doesn't take that long to come like that much. Right? So one option, we go one by one like that. And Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, when mercy comes, it's like that. With the needle in one go, we finish. All the flower petals in one go. All get done. So that's why if we see like Bhishma Dev, when did he get mercy from Krishna? When did Krishna come to Bhishma Dev? On the battlefield. Before he is dying, on the bed of arrows, Krishna is coming at that time. For hundreds of years he's there. 300. He's staying in with Duryodhan, Shakuni, everybody like that, tolerating so many things. He's a Mahajan. Vishnudev is a Mahajan. But why Krishna came at the last time? I think in that commentary somewhere Vishnu Chakravarti said this. The mercy comes like that. It just takes 1 second like that, or less than a second. So whatever we're doing in our life, whatever we're performing our devotional service, for that moment, chanting, book distribution, service, etc., we're waiting for that mercy. And that will come at any time. We don't know when that comes. We depend to them. Whenever they want to shower mercy to us, we accept. We continue with our duties. Prabhupada gave us, we chant 16 rounds. Yes sir, we have to chant 16 rounds. Go to Mangalarti. We have to follow. On that order. If we do that, we'll definitely get Prabhupada's mercy. Many times Prabhupada wrote in his letters. Just chant 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles, attend Mangalarti, etc. Many letters I saw like that. In this life you will go back to Godhead. If you see, as ISKCON like 55 years like that, in Prabhupada's time 5,000 initiated devotees, 5,000 more were there waiting for initiation. If you see how many now still doing that, even it looks like a simple instruction, but how many from that time are still doing? Definitely they'll get the mercy, because Prabhupada gave that promise. So that's why sadhana, all these things, is very difficult. Very difficult. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada started that 64 rounds, but Prabhupada, why he made it to 16 rounds? All of you already agreed to me 16 rounds is difficult. If Prabhupada started 64 rounds, everyone on the left is gone already. So that's what Prabhupada, he gave, condensed from time, place, circumstance, Acharya can give the essence. So, yeah, just by performing that, we can get that mercy. So many topics to discuss. There's no time. I just wanted to mention about the mood of a disciple, how the outlook of a disciple should be. When Mahaprabhu, still Nimai Pandit at that time, he was going to Gaya to offer Shraddha to Lord Vishnu on behalf of his father, Jagannath Mishra. His father already left the body. He left the body. And it's the custom in India for Hindus. They go to Gaya in Bihar to offer Pindadan to the Lord, and offer Pindadan to the father, the forefathers, offer the prasad of Lord Vishnu to the forefathers. Why this tradition is there? Prabhupada said that Putra. Putra means save from the Trayate, who saves from the hell known as Put. There is one hell called Put. To save from that hell, the son offers Putra. He offers the Lord's prasad to the forefathers. If they happen to get a subtle body in the next life, to get free from that and to save them from the hell, we offer that Vishnu's prasad. So Mahaprabhu, Lord Ramchandra also, and Yudhishthira also, and this is the tradition. So they went to Gaya. On the pretext of meeting Ishwarapuri, Mahaprabhu showed this Leela. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat, all of you can read it. I think at the end of Adikanda. Mahaprabhu is still Nimai Pandit that time. So he went with some other, his associates. And Mahaprabhu manifested the Leela of sickness. He got a fever. Mahaprabhu got a fever, then everyone was going, having a headache, what to do, Mahaprabhu, Nimai Pandit, what to do. Then Nimai Pandit saying, you go to these brahmanas, some brahmanas over there, you just wash their feet, you get that water, and you bring it to me. And then after drinking that, Mahaprabhu headache disappeared. Anyway, that's another topic. I don't want to get into that. I want to focus today on that. After Mahaprabhu saw his divine spiritual master, Sripad Ishwarapuri there, then Vrindavan Das Thakur very, very beautifully, very sweetly describes this incident. Mahaprabhu is speaking. Prabhu bole Gayati to Safala Amar Jatak Kana Dekile Charane Tomar. Mahaprabhu saying, Prabhu bole Gaya Tirtha, my journey to Gaya, Safala Amar, now is successful. Jatak Kana Dekile Charane Tomar. When is it successful? After offering Pinda? After going to Lord Vishnu? No. The moment I saw your lotus feet, now my journey to Gaya is successful. My journey, my pilgrimage to Gaya Dham, not to see Lord Vishnu, not to offer Pinda, is successful when I took darshan, took sight of your lotus feet. This is the mood of discipleship. We know everything, these points, we read already. Whatever we sing, Sakshad Harita and Yasya Prasad, but this mood, it has to be in our blood actually. After putting that in our blood with the injection of vaccine, then fast we'll make advancement in ourselves. Otherwise, Tuma dekile matra koti pitragan se kana sarvabandha pai vimochan. I came to Gaya to offer Pinda, to deliver my father, if for example, just on the pretext, if my father is not delivered from this world, if he's got a subtle body. But just by seeing your lotus feet, thousands of forefathers of mine are already delivered from this material world. Mahaprabhu's teaching us what conviction we should have. What is the vision of a disciple? Conviction. Dhruva Maharaj, that determination we should have. It's our pride. This is our pride actually. We are not proud of ourselves. we are nothing. But we are proud of our parampara. That is our pride. In devotional life, everyone has to have some pride. Otherwise, how they'll go without any, pushing from the back. Even in where did I see that? Yes, some company or something. The workers are very proud. This is my company. I'm working for these people. India also, they always do strikes. The political BJP and this. They're so proud. Even they're wrong or whatever they're doing wrong, but they're so proud. This is my party, and by that pride, they can go on. But devotees need to have a pride also. Abhiman, ahankara and abhiman. Abhiman is how English is very difficult. Like Hanuman, he's proud. I am the servant of Lord Ram. Like that. Prabhupada, yeah. Prabhupada was whatever Prabhupada said. This is my spiritual master. All of you sent by my spiritual master. Whatever's happening is my spiritual master. That is our pride. Devotee's pride is that. अतएव तीर्थ नहीं तुम्हारा समान तीर्थर परम तुम्ही मंगल प्रदान. I know in India, it must be Australia also, many devotees want to go to Vrindavan, they want to go to Mayapur, to Jagannath Puri. Of course we must go there, no doubt. But Mahaprabhu is saying here, Ataeva tirtha nahi tumara saman. There is no holy place like you. Like who? Ishvara Puri, my spiritual master. There is no holy place as good as you. Tirtara Paramatumi, you are the greatest of all tirthas. Mangala Pradhan, for you are giving auspiciousness to the world. That is the mood we should have. If you want to back this up, you can give from here to there. Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Whatever Siddhant you find in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, and you still want to find more, go to Chaitanya Bhagavat. If you still want to get more, you go to the songs of the Vaishnavacharyas. Who is that? Bhakti Vinod Thakur and Narottam Das Thakur. Many times Prabhupada said, the conclusion of all Shastras is there in the songs of Narottam Das Thakur and Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Many times Prabhupada said that. Bhakti Vinod Thakur, many songs, he said many songs are also not translated yet into English. You can find, if you learn a little Bengali, you can understand directly. There's one song, I forgot the name of the song. Anyway, he's describing about, it starts Man tumi chahiye, Ramay Bharaba, something like that. Why do you, oh my mind, why do you want to keep going, traveling in different places of pilgrimage? He's talking to this is Manashiksha for his mind. Actually, what, if we want to do this or that or do this, actually it's the game of the mind. Gopinath's here. Prabhupada established Gopinath. This is not different from Vrindavan, Vaikuntha. Prabhupada already said many times, wherever I go, Los Angeles, if I go to London, wherever I go, this is Vaikuntha. But we can't realize that. Prabhupada used to realize that. But by practicing, by revelation, we'll realize someday by their mercy. Then Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in that song, Tirtha phala sadhu sang kura antaram, Shri Krishna bhajana manohar. Jata sadhu tata tirtha sthir kore nija chitta, sadhu sang koro nirantara. Very simple Bengali Bhaktivinoda Thakur describes this. Tirtha phala sadhu sang. So we're going to different places of pilgrimage. As Prabhu said, many people have this conception. We have to go to here and there to get mukti, to get free from sins. This is the general conception. Tirthaphala sadhu, Tirthaphala, but actually why we are going to places of pilgrimage? Because the great persons, the great devotees of Lord Krishna reside there. The fruit, the result of going to places of pilgrimage is what? To get that sadhu sang, to get the association of great devotees of Lord Krishna. Tirtha phala sadhu sang karo yantaram. And what you should do after getting that association? Antaram, in great mood, internal mood. Perform sadhu sang, associate with devotees, associate with those devotees. Shri Krishna bhajana manohar. By that association one can perform very beautiful bhajan, manohar. Very beautiful version of Lord Krishna by their mercy. Jata sadhu tata tirtha, sthir kore nija chitta. Keep your mind fixed, don't let it go restless. Associate nirantar, constantly with devotees, with pure devotees. That doesn't always mean physical, but their instructions, always meditate on that. That is our association. Of course, when great devotees are there, we take the association, serve them, inquire from them. Tatviti pranipatena. And when they're not there, always meditate on their instruction. Jata sadhu tata tirtha sthir kore nija chitta sadhu sangha karunya. This is the, you can read that song. I think they made a book called Gitavali or something. They translated something. I didn't see that, but many songs are not still translated. You can read these songs. जेकाने जे तीर्थ वैष्णव नाही से स्थान नाही जाए कि लाभ हंत्य दूर देश. If there's no devotees at that place of pilgrimage, then what's the point of going there? Booking a ticket, paying so much money and going there? There's Bhaktivinoda Thakur saying there's no benefit. जेकाने वैष्णवगण से स्थान वृंदावन से स्थान आनंद आशीष. Wherever there's devotees, wherever there's Vaishnavas, that place is Vrindavan. That place is the place of Ananda Ashish. There is no limit to the happiness there. There is no limit. Giri tata Govardhan, Bhumi tata Vrindavan, Avirbhuta Apana Hladini. This is the conclusion he gave there. Wherever I see a mountain, that's Govardhan. Giri tata Govardhan. Bhumi, wherever I see land, that is Vrindavan. Avirbhuta Apana Hladini. Why? Because that Hladini Shakti is there. That's the point I made at the start. This thing we should remember. Krishna Kripa Sri Murti, the internal potency. Avirbhuta Apana Hladini. When Srimati Radharani is pleased, or Krishna is pleased, that internal potency will manifest. That will manifest in our heart. And then we can see things as they are, hear things as they are, taste things as they are. For example, just say we're chanting Japa now. Everyone's chanting the same Mahamantra. We're all listening to the same classes. We're seeing the same Gopinath. But according to surrender realizations, there'll be a difference. Yeah? Avirbhuta apana hladini. When that internal potency, when that hladini shakti is manifested, when Krishna, Radharani glance that give their mercy to us, then those things will be manifest. But how they'll be manifest, again I'll link back. Through the spiritual masters. Because the spiritual masters, Guru Tattva is true. Sometimes Prabhupada mentions, this point devotees should mention, remember. We hear sometimes Prabhupada saying, Srimati Radharani is original Guru and Balaram is original Guru. So how can they both be? Yes, for a conditioned soul we follow Balaram Nityananda Prabhu. Why? Nityananda Prabhu, Guru Tattva. For a conditioned soul we follow the Nityananda Prabhu. Why? Because he's very merciful. Whatever our acharyas coming in this line is all the representatives of Nityananda Prabhu. For a conditioned soul we can approach Krishna through Nityananda Prabhu. Then through Mahaprabhu, then to Radha Krishna. For liberated soul, yes, Nikunjayuna Ratikeli Siddhai. That is the position of the spiritual master. Nikunjayuna Ratikeli Siddhai. The spiritual master is always meditating how to serve Radha Krishna in the groves of Vrindavan. We can't realize that. We can only pray. When they are pleased, when the spiritual master is pleased, then that mercy of Radharani will come, no doubt, through the spiritual master. Through the spiritual master. And it's the same mercy. So that's why sometime Prabhupada said Radharani is original Guru and sometime Balaram Nityananda. So we follow our acharyas. We pray for their mercy. I'll just finish. Time's up, sorry. Lastly, Mahaprabhu is praying like this. Sangsara samudra haiti uddharo amar. E deha asamarpile charane tumar. Krishna pada padma amrita rasapan. Amrita Amara koroho tum yei chahidan. My Lord, my dear Divine Master, please give me this boon. Please deliver me from this world. I just want to taste the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. I don't want anything more. This is the mode disciples should have. When you approach a spiritual master, you should be like that. Spiritual master's duty. Nowadays I saw many devotees are sometimes confused about the duty. Is the Guru my friend? So I have to call him on WhatsApp or Facebook, message him sometime. Or sometime he'll give me some prasadam or call me for lunch. Krishna pada padmam ritarasapa namara karahotam yei chahidan. My Lord, I want this boon from you, this charity from you. You just let me taste the nectar of Krishna's lotus feet. When we come to spiritual master, we have to understand he is the transparent via media. Prabhupada English, Vaikuntha English, transparent via media. He takes me to Krishna and I serve under his guidance. I will serve Krishna under his guidance. That's it. That's the relation between Guru and disciple. There's one book, they're not printing it anymore. It's called The Spiritual Master and Disciple. It's all the compilations of different quotations by Srila Prabhupada on all his books, and I think conversations also about this Guru Tattva. And I read that when I was younger. I think they stopped printing it. By one of Prabhupada's disciples, Shubhananda Prabhu. He compiled all of them and in different topics. So if devotees can find that book, I think it will help all of you and all of us to understand more about this topic. I'll finish here. Hare Krishna. If there's any comments or questions or corrections, please feel free. It's okay. Tell me, please. What's the translation of Upakarana? What's the translation? Oh, Vishen. Anyway, we don't know I don't know the exact meaning. But whatever Prabhupada mentioned in the purport, I think that's very important. Trikalagya. I'll just speak on that point just quickly. Trikalagya. How does the spiritual master know past, present, future? Prabhupada gave this example. I don't know the size of what that aeroplane, some 747s I heard. That's not the duty of the spiritual master. The duty of the spiritual master is to know what Krishna reveals to him. So sometimes disciples ask Prabhupada, Maharaj used to tell us, do you know what that disciple is doing on the other side of the world, Prabhupada? And then Prabhupada said, if Krishna wants me to know, I'll know. That is the meaning of Trikalagya. It's not, maybe it's not, Krishna, Prabhupada knows what, who's fighting in like Papua New Guinea and this and that, who's killing who like that. But if Krishna wants to know, Krishna wants to reveal something to a pure devotee, definitely he'll reveal that. That's what I understood by Trikalagya. Pure devotee of Krishna, as I understood, is as good as Krishna. There is no limit to that. As much as Krishna reveals to him, is that. And sometimes devotees of Krishna are greater than Krishna. Krishna accepts defeat from his devotees. I was reading yesterday, a few days back. Mahaprabhu sent Sanatana Goswami to. Sanatana Goswami wants to commit suicide under the Rath in Jagannath Puri. He already made a plan. Already wrote down everything. I'm going to commit suicide over there. Mahaprabhu saying, everybody does like this. Just by committing suicide, you will go back to Godhead. I would have committed suicide 100 times already. It's not so easy like that. Through your body, I'll achieve many things that I can't do. Mahaprabhu said that. Through your body. Then he sent him to Mathura, Vrindavan, excavated many places. Lupta Tirtha Ardhara, Vairagya Shikshan. He taught the principles of Vairagya. He established temples. And what the other acharyas couldn't do, what Mahaprabhu couldn't do, that Prabhupada is doing throughout the world. Spread this Krishna consciousness movement. Yeah, who is greater, Prabhupada or Krishna? Not for me to judge, you can see. Krishna accepts defeat in the hands of his devotee, and that's his pleasure. He wants to see that. That's our pride, really. When I mean like Guru Parampara, Guru Tattva, I'm not speaking on a specific, this is my Guru, this is your Guru. Sometimes the devotee is not so advanced in the lower levels, and then they start fighting over this thing. But Guru Tattva is one. Krishna is Adi Guru. Through his different representatives, his agents, he manifests how to spread this Krishna consciousness to time, place, circumstance in different countries. Like that. Once we become little mature on this thing, we'll feel, our pride. My Guru Varga, this is my Parampara. That gives us, like a boost, like a, what's that called? Power bank, yeah? This gives a boost. Then we can go happily in devotional service. Our pride, our argument. Is okay, bro? We'll just ask anybody has anything else. Anybody anything else, otherwise? Prabhu, Tosha. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very nice point Prabhu made. I was mentioning to Edward Prabhu yesterday. Although we're coming to this, back, Prabhupada said those who come to Krishna consciousness are the most fortunate. But those who come and those who leave, but those who come to Krishna consciousness, experience the place of Krishna consciousness and again leave, they are the most unfortunate. The most unfortunate. Although we're coming in contact with Krishna, I'm really bad with mic, sorry. Although we're coming in contact with Krishna, although we're coming in contact with this pure parampara, pure teachings of Srila Prabhupada, and many pure devotees in this society, depending on our surrender, depending on our mood, the result will come different. We may not realize, plain example, everyone has a different realization of Gopinath here. Some may think he's marble, some may think realize he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It depends to that surrender and other many factors. So we should always pray. I don't know. That's why we should always pray to Nityananda Prabhu to reveal this Guru Tattva to us. I don't know, I'm a conditioned soul. Please, you reveal your own man to me. Because his own representative, you reveal. Because a conditioned soul, we can't make decision. I like this Guru, he sings nice, he dances nice, he gives nice class. But we can't judge on that thing. Who Krishna wants to send for us, he will reveal. Nityananda Prabhu will send. We have to put our bharosa, I don't know in English, our faith, our judgment on them. Let them make the decision. So like that. Yes, so we should always pray, please you reveal things to us, Krishna. Please you reveal your devotees, yourself, your holy name. Then they will reveal. Nityananda Prabhu especially, very merciful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, very nice. This Utsahat Nishchayat Dhairya, Rupa Goswami says. Utsahat, enthusiasm, Nishchayat, determination. Dhairya, although we're enthusiastic and determined, but Dhairya, keep patience. Then it will be in the mode of goodness. Sometimes devotee, book distribution, and then after a few days they stop. That's in the mode of passion. Good, but with mode of goodness is a lot easier and a lot better. Keep patience. Pray. Krishna will help you. Krishna is there. He'll help you. Pray to the Parampara. They'll help you. Maharaj mentioned this point. I don't know he mentioned here or to get determined, and Prabhupada mentioned, one has to be very regulated in sex life. There's a brahmacharya, not ashram brahmachari, brahmacharya, the process of celibacy, very important. One who practices brahmacharya, he becomes very determined. Not brahmachari, this saffron, who lives a life of brahmacharya, regulated life of sense control. Doesn't matter man or woman or anybody, become very powerful. And one who doesn't live such a strong life, you can see in their behavior, their luster, their face, the way they talk. You can see. I don't need to tell. It's different. That's why Prabhupada just, the words Prabhupada, simple words. He just gives a short lecture and little chanting. But because of the weight of his words, the whole world is still dancing now in ISKCON. So like that, just a few points. Of course, many points are there. You can try to meditate on these things. Yeah, please. Yeah, very nice. The great sage Narad overheard this news, and understanding all the activities of Dhruva Maharaj, he was struck with wonder. He approached Dhruva and touching the boy's head with his all virtuous hand, he spoke as follows. Narad Muni touched him on the head. So, in Chanakyaniti there is one sloka, Chanakya sloka, how one sadhu gives mercy in 3 ways to a disciple. Chanakyaniti, how a sadhu, a devotee, will give mercy to his disciple in 3 ways. And Prabhupada mentioned this sloka, not in Chanakya, I forgot, one Niti Sastra, moral code. Darshana dhyana sangsparshe matsi kurmi chapakshini shishu palayate nityam tato sajjana sangati. A sadhu will give mercy in 3 ways. Darshanam, dhyana samsparshe. Darshan, by his glance. Dhyana, by his thought. Sangsparshe, by his touch. So these 3 ways sadhu will give mercy. How? Matsi kurmi chapakshini. Prabhupada gave this, I think, in 6th chapter in Gita, in his purport. Shishu palayate nityam. In the same way, the parents, the mother and father of these 3 animals, they maintain their offspring. Matsi, the fish. Kurmi, the, what do you call, turtle in the water, yeah? Turtle. Chapakshini, a bird. So in the 3 ways, so for example, this turtle, by his dhyan, his meditation, his thought, he maintains his offspring like that. We learned in school also, after the turtle gives birth, they go in the river, ocean. I didn't learn this, but I learned in Prabhupada's books, by their thought, just thinking of the children, they maintain. Matsi, darshana, dhyana. By the fish, by looking at the offspring, they are maintained. Chapakshini. And by the touch of the bird stays, what do you call it? They cover it with, they cover it with the feathers. I think there's some term in signs, whatever. They cover it with their feathers and then they grow nicely. So these three ways a sadhu will give mercy. By his thought, yeah, sometimes sadhus give mercy like this, as Narad Muni gave in Dhruva Maharaj, and by darshan, by his sight. I'm sorry, is it okay? We're going on time. I don't want to disturb your prasadam. Is it okay? No problem. In Ramanujacharya's life, it reminds me this. In Ramanujacharya's life, these two examples I remembered. Ramanujacharya's guru, he had many gurus. One is Yamunacharya. Although he never took formal initiation from Yamunacharya, when Yamunacharya in his living state, he just saw Ramanujacharya once. He was crowded by many disciples, and he just saw Ramanujacharya once, and he thought in his mind, oh, this boy is very good. This boy is very good. So this is the example of darshan. Sadhu gives mercy by darshan, yes, by seeing. And in Ramanujacharya's life, I like this other example. What was his name? There's one bodybuilder, and Dhanudas. He was very attracted to his wife. They were doing parikrama of the temple, and he was holding an umbrella over his wife, Dhanudas. Parikrama of Vishnu is going on. Ramanujacharya is going with all his disciples, and why this guy is looking at holding the umbrella over his wife? Then he said, he sent one his disciple to call him. Then he said, my dear Prabhu, my dear Lord, I am so attracted to my wife because she has such beautiful eyes. I can't give up that attachment. Then he said, okay, if I show you one pair of eyes more beautiful than your wife, will you give up this one? He said, yes. So he said, come with me. Then he took him to the temple of Ranganath, and he presented himself before Ranganath in South India, Sri Rangam, and he presented himself there, and he prayed. He prayed to Ranganath, please attract this Dhanudas. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says this, Vaishnavera avedana Krishna doyamai. Eheno pamora prati hovena sadai. Krishna is doyamai. Hey Krishna Karuna is the ocean of mercy. But why? Vaishnavera avedana Krishna doyamai. By Krishna's prayer, by Vaishnava's prayer, Krishna becomes merciful. Dhyana. This is the dhyana example. By meditation, sadhus, the gurus, always they're praying for their disciples. Their mercy is in the instructions only. Their mercy is in the instructions. I hope it's not about physical touch. The mercy is there. Mercy is on our head. Prabhupada used to say, just have to catch it. Following instructions of Guru Sadhu, get that mercy. Okay. Bhishma Pitanya. Yeah. We are breathing in front of Radha Gopinath. This is not mercy. From where we are before and now, Prabhupada's shelter we came to. Breathing here. About breath you want to talk about. Whatever happening in our life is mercy. For a devotee it's all mercy. Just we have to take it properly. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of a devotee. First text in Upadeshamrita, Prabhupada, very nice. If you want to advance, depends on our attitude. How we're listening, how we're chanting, how we're doing everything. That's the mercy. Okay. Anybody else? We'll finish here. Thank you for listening. Please forgive me if I did anything in the last few days. I know I disturbed a few devotees maybe. Maharaj will be leaving after 1 hour. Jai Sri Radha Gopinath Jiyo ki jai. Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Maharani Sudarshan Jiyo ki jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaudiya Guru Parampara Acharya Vrinda ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari.